Hello everyone, my name is Vermillion. I hope you all are having a fantastic, great, wonderful day, but I need to make a gripe real quick. Treyarch has done diddied the high round strategy for zombies. God dang motherflap big check, sons of motherfucker. Anyway, point is, I was making this high round guide over the past week for both maps with a couple areas and strategies for both maps, so you wouldn't have to be stuck with only one choice. As you can see, I made it to around 100 or higher in both maps, and then as I'm literally editing the video, they done nerfed the score streak drops while using other score streaks. So I'm simplifying this video to just be on Liberty Falls for now, as I spent the entirety of my last night getting around 100 again to make sure that this now nerfed strategy still works, at least for getting your Dark Ops calling card. So enough yapping. Let's get into it. Before you actually jump into a game, I highly recommend bringing a weapon with a suppressor that you know will be able to handle upwards to like round 40. Something like the dual wheel GS45s with suppressors, or the LR sniper rifle that converts to the explosions, or even the ASG fully pack-a-punched. Whatever you can get up to round 40 while ensuring you are slaying zombies with it, as we will need every last bit of salvage possible. It's not required, as I did it with a wall-buy GS45, but towards the end, it was getting kind of close on salvage. Other than that, make sure you have Ether Shroud as a backup for the strategy, ideally with the augments to give you 2 charges or to make it last much longer. This entire video was done without augments to show it is possible without a certain build besides these 2 things, and then obviously the Mutant Injector, which unlocks at level 39. This will be your best friend the entire run, by the way, and you'll understand why pretty soon. So generally throughout the game, you can play kind of however you want up to that round 40 area I mentioned before a lot of the zombies start to super sprint and they get unbearable. Your entire goal is to use your suppressed weapon as much as possible to continue to get the salvage and just get set up with the jet gun. As you are playing though, you'll want to make sure that this door, the one at spawn that leads to the bowling alley, make sure this stays closed. This will ensure that the round 100 strategy will be as efficient as possible to get you all the way to the end to ensure you get that calling card unlocked. I will throw in a couple other tips though for getting to like that round 40 area before we get into the like mid game strategy. While you are progressing, if you get any random mutant injections on the ground between rounds 40 to 60, save them all and only use them if you're about to go down or if an abomination appears. This saves a ton of ammo, a ton of time, and just generally just gets rid of a problem with the abominations and their crazy high health at higher rounds. The bowling alley over here is also a great spot in general to speed through rounds if you're comfortable training in here. Spawns are quick, but it can be risky sometimes because it is close quarters. So only do that if you are feeling comfortable with running in that room. If you want to save as much salvage as possible as well, you can do this little zombie head Easter egg on the church after round 10 or so for a chance at a blue ether tool. Every little bit helps. Once you do finally reach around 40, you can obviously do this earlier if you are struggling in it anyway though. Head back towards spawn. There is this electric trap that you can activate, and this thing is nuts. Absolutely nuts. You can activate this bad boy, run in circles as I show in this little gameplay clip right here, and pretty much the entire round it's just going to get wiped. Everything besides like a few stragglers or manglers that you can just take out slowly and with ease. It basically just solves a problem of not being able to focus the manglers because all the zombies are dead anyway, and then you just have to fight the manglers at your own pace. And easy round 40 to 60, literally so easy. It's free. It's literally free real estate. With that said, the only dangers for these next 20 rounds using this strategy will be these mangler blasts and the random stray zombies you're getting as you are running around. So it's time to lock in. Dude, to get your round 100, as after like that round 60, you'll be scot-free gaming away at these last 40 rounds. Like the 40 through 60 is going to be the only time that you're ever going to be sweating in the zombies match. I'm telling you. This is also the time to use those mangler injections to deal with the abominations I was talking about, so they don't ruin your day while training. Just make sure you do not spend any salvage to actually get them though. So you can save any of those mutant injections. If you are out of them, you can also save any grenades that you get from drops from the zombies or the manglers. You can throw those grenades in the abomination's mouths, and you only need 3. You need just 3 good throws, and they swallow them, and after the 3rd one, they instantly go down. You can just save, again, as much salvage as possible. Kill them any way you can. The trap also slows them down. If you are struggling to at least get rid of them, they can get slowed down by the trap. You can just deal with them over time. Or you can just completely ignore them altogether. It's kind of easy to avoid them as long as you don't like burst a head open. So it's up to you how you deal with them. Just make sure that you don't die to them. After these rounds are going and going, you're looking for at least 40,000 in salvage at roughly round 56 to 60. I started my high round strat myself at around 56. With 40k in my pocket, which that was cutting it kind of close because when I got to round 100, I only had like 5,000 in my pocket. So I barely just scraped by into round 100 using the same strategy. However, you can give yourself that kind of padding, that grace, as long as you're hitting round 60 and 40K plus. Very doable. You could probably get by around 100 with like 10K or maybe even 15K if you get lucky with salvage drops. So I barely, like I said, barely scrape by, play it safer, get to that round 60 with that extra salvage and the suppressors and stuff like that, and you'll be totally fine. Once round 60 hits, it's literally just rinse and repeating the old strategies that you've probably already have seen. We're going to camp in this alleyway over here that we kept closed at the start of the game. If you don't have a mutant injector at the start of the round, go ahead, buy one, and then come on over to this corner over here. You want to just start sucking on them zombie toes until your ammo count shows around 15, and then go ahead and blow them with the alternate fire. After they start piling on you again, activate that mutant injection of yours, and for the most part, until about round 85, one mutant injection will end the entire round. After round 85, though, you may have a ton of stragglers. I recommend to either leave the bowling alley area to slowly kind of deal with them, and just get rid of the entire rest of the horde without wasting another mutant injection, wasting that extra, very precious salvage. Or if you have extra grenades or Syntexes, or you have a Casimir or something else, you can just use that. You can get rid of the round that way. Any way you can, just to make sure you don't waste the extra salvage to buy another mutant injection just to deal with another 20 or so zombies for the round. Now, if you do ever get really low in salvage before hitting round 100 for any means, you can go back and continue doing the trap method that I just showed for 40 to 60. You'll just need to be much more aware and prepared to get that gamer stink all over your chair trying to avoid all those zombies, because they are fast. And the Mangler's cannons hurt. Everything hurts. Okay? Good luck. If you can manage to play your salvage right, though, and not be wasteful in any way, do everything right, it's still easy enough to get your Dark Ops calling card for round 100. Or, if you don't care about any of this, just go do the God Mode glitch. I'm sure you've seen it already hundreds of times, plenty of times, right? Oh, you haven't? Actually, super simple. You just can't build the jet gun with this method, though, so you kind of have to get it out of the box, unfortunately. You know that step where you grab the valve, go to the bowling alley, and start turning the other valve? Yeah, you can kind of just leave it as you start it. Wait outside the door, wait for your screen to flash, and the moment your screen flashes, run straight to the valve, turn it back on. If done correctly and done fast enough, your screen will kind of keep this white overlay on, and the zombies literally won't be able to damage you as long as you stay in the bowling alley. Best part is, it's repeatable. There's an ammo cache in the room. That literally means that you can just leave at any point. The pack punch, hit the box for the jet gun. It just makes high rounding super easy. You can just sit in a corner with the jet gun and just hold the trigger and blow everything up, and it just sit there and make it a snooze fest. Anyway, if you do this though, I will find you and I will shame you until you finally do it legitimately. After shaming you, I will ensure that I get Richtofen to talk to on that thing.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta get in that hawk too and spit on that thing.
Alright, anyways, enough joking around. I'm done with this video. It's been long overdue, and I still need to perfect my social distancing strategy that I've been working on for the last week. For those that don't want to do a glitch for it. So far, it seems pretty effective. I just need to iron a couple things out. If this helped you out, though, could you at least do me a favor and literally demolish the hell out of that like button, or subscribe, or do both? Both is good. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Keep on grinding, friends.